everyone, welcome back to the Dahlia Society. My name's Kristen and
I'm Phoebe, hi.
We're here to give you a bit of an update on what we've been up to this week. There is a really naughty kitten over in the box. Let me go get him.
It's a bit of a scoundrel, this one. Oh.
When we adopted this cat, we didn't know we were actually adopting the naughtiest cat in the world, I always say to the kids. He is just the most mischievous little brat, but we love him.
Yeah, he's very lovable. He's just very playful.
He's always into mischief, and especially in the morning I can hear pins and snips getting knocked off my sewing desk. That's how he wakes me up to get me out of bed.
He's one of those cats that will hone in on a cardboard box the second he sees it. And when, of course, you're getting in shipments of lovely bits and pieces, it's like a cardboard box fantasy for him.
But yeah, he's gorgeous. So what we're up to today, we've been sewing. We've both been madly sewing. We've also been out and had a few days. We've both been in the city. We're going to chat about that as well. Mm-hmm. And we've got a huge, probably 3 huge lots of fabric delivered that we need to go through and show you guys as well. So first, what we're wearing. Phoebe, you can go first.
This is the Crafted Matter Minimalist Workers Jacket. Of course, I haven't done anything very minimalist with it, but the actual design of it's really nice. I believe you can buy the pattern on Etsy. We'll put up a link to it in the description. But I've just had this cool wavy checked wool sitting in my stash for, I would say, honestly, about 3 years.
It's been one of those ones where when you saw it, you're like, wow, that's a really, really neat kind of graphic design.
And it's not that I'm a hoarder necessarily. It's just I know when I see something that interests me, I've got to wait for the moment that I figure out what to do with it. And then all of a sudden I've had both of this pattern and this fabric for ages, and I was like, oh, I know what to do. Because it's a wool and it's not particularly coarse, but I wouldn't want to wear it directly against my skin.
Yep.
So I'm like, a jacket.
Yep, some things just grate a little bit on your skin.
Yeah. And the really cool part about this particular pattern is that it calls for a jersey piece around the neck.
Oh, that's the ponte.
And so I had a bit of scrap ponte because I love keeping my spare bits and pieces and seeing what I can reuse.
For your bindings.
Oh yeah, because you never know.
That's right.
And it just happened to match really nicely, and it also means it doesn't irritate your neck, which is I'm really particular about my comfort sensory. I just don't like it when I'm one of those people that snips the labels off everything they buy. So I cannot stand it.
Seams and things like that. Actually, that would feel really nice and soft around the neck. And it's not lined either. If you don't want to worry about lining, it's a really easy jacket for that. Look at the detail in the pockets are really cool.
Yeah, I've done some cool little pockets because of the way my arms have had. Pockets. Yeah. And I love a cargo utility type thing. It's why I like a lot of the waffle patterns. Have that look.
Yeah, that's another thing Phoebe made. You want to talk about that last?
Yeah. So I made a costume for a party, which I've always kind of wanted to get into cosplay. So I'm like, here's my chance. It's an anime themed party. And I wanted to do a particular famous jacket from the show Neon Genesis Evangelion. And it took a bit of research to find the exact style of jacket I wanted to modify. And I ended up settling on the Waffle Patterns Kenil jacket, which was originally more of like a leather jacket, but it lent itself to only being modified very slightly a little bit and simplified for me because I sewed it up about a day before the party.
I was going to say, she was madly so the night before.
I would say I spent about 12 hours.
It was in ponte, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. It was in a red ponte. I did a matching skirt.
And she wasn't going to do the skirt, and I got to like the night before, and she's like, well, I'll see how I feel in the morning if I have time to make the skirt. And she whizzed through it and made it.
Yeah, the skirt is the Patterns for Pirates pirate pencil skirt, which is I've made 1 billion times because it's very comfortable and it's very practical.
I took some pics on the mannequin. She had set it with a beret and everything.
Yeah,
really cool.
I kind of left it a bit late to do most of the stuff for the thing, so I'm like, right, I had to do as much of it by hand as possible. I ordered a beret off eBay and then made the little patch for it. If I had my real time, I would have embroidered a proper one, but so be it. But the character also has an iconic necklace, and I was looking on eBay, and you can get the legit official ones from Japan for like $100 or whatever. There was some like prop ones from China. I'm like, I don't think they'll arrive in time. For the necklace, I decided the next best thing I could do was one of my sisters is very into polymer clay and making jewelry out of that. And I thought, if I could get some silver polymer clay, make something of like an armature out of balled up tin foil, which I've seen sculptors on YouTube do.
Wow.
I can make a little necklace that looks like the one from the show. And
it came out really good.
It came out all right. It did the job.
No, they had a party they had to go to, and a lot of everyone dressed up.
Yeah, it was an anime themed birthday party. Lots of fun. We had like a costume contest, which I didn't win, but apparently, just from what I've heard, I did pretty good in the votes. To be fair, the winners were really, really good, like pro cosplay stuff. But I'll get there.
And wasn't the Comic-Con on last?
Yeah, I didn't
go to that because she was worn out.
I didn't go because I was too tired.
We were doing boxes all last week, and we actually sent out all the Wild at Heart boxes, and we were just flat out with orders. So she was. Yeah,
I'd gone on my first trip to the forum within a week to see Ichiko Alba, and she was fantastic. That lady has the voice of an angel. It was an incredible show, and I would highly, highly recommend if you get the chance to see her again, because I would, in a heartbeat, go and see her again. She's fantastic.
Well, we actually met up in the city Thursday night because we had tickets to see the awesome Aussie band back from the 70s, 80s, 90s called The Church. Everyone knows Under the Milky Way.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's been well used in a lot of movies over the years.
Oh, yeah.
So we met up there. My husband, my son Sam, and myself, we met Phoebe at the Palais Theatre, and we had a wonderful night.
Yeah, my brother and I, we love our 80s post-punk. What kind of little self-respecting baby goths would we be if we didn't?
But no, it was an amazing night. I'll put some pics and a bit of footage up so you can see.
You would find. Wish I knew what you were looking for. Might I know what you would find. Tell those girls with rifles for mine that don't make me wrong. They only make me feel like
we had nice Mexican dinner. We had a couple of cocktails, pina colada.
Oh, 2 for 1 pina coladas.
That was awesome. So if you haven't been to the main sort of part of St Kilda, there's a lot of nice little shops, little bakeries, and lovely little restaurants, and it's a great little sort of seaside part of Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
Very,
I'm always on the lookout for funky little record stores. I think I got there a bit too late in the night to really have a look because the sun was starting to go down, and because it's by the sea, it got pretty cold.
It was really chilly. And actually the night before, Phoebe had stayed in the city and done heaps of stuff. So, you tell
So,
them.
Wednesday night, I went to another show at the Forum, probably my favourite venue. I think I've been there quite a few times this year alone. But the Melbourne band RVG, which, honestly, if you like The Church, you should probably give them a listen. It's got that jangly 80s post-punk.
Kind of like Echo and the Bunnymen.
Yeah. It's said in the paper for fans of The Cure.
Yeah.
So
people love you just for looking them in the eye. Oh, this is the life you chose to live. And I don't care what people do.
they were launching their new album, which is called Brainworms, which is funny because it's also a phrase I say all the time. It was a 3-band show with another, I believe, Melbourne band called Bat Rider. And the original reason I went there was because supporting them was a Danish punk band, Ice Age, who I've been into since I was in high school. The problem is when you have to go to see Ice Age, they're like, it's that movie. Ray Romano Mammoth.
No,
But it's not.
a sloth.
It's a
I think.
band.
But that you had a really good night. And what was the festival that was out
Yeah.
there? Yeah.
So both concerts I've been to in the past couple of weeks are part of like the Melbourne Rising Festival, where they get heaps of it's not just live music, it's they have performing arts, they have there was a ballet, I think, like an avant-garde one. There were, stage shows. There was an ice skating rink set up.
Amazing.
Apparently,
The pics. I want the pics. I can see the pics. Look
yeah,
amazing.
they had a little outdoor. So it's all over the city, all kinds of different bits and pieces. You can check the guides and see what's up. I think it's winding up now. I think this is the
Okay. Yeah.
over this weekend is like the end celebration of it. But it was
Lots of
lots
nice
fun.
food and everything. I saw
Mhm.
food and drinks. And,
So they
yeah.
had a little area set up next, going down Flinders Street, and you'll actually see Flinders Street stations all lit up in blue lights for the festival.
Mhm.
They had an outdoor area with there was food, grilling, like chicken skewers, and they had a little bar with a vat of freshly brewed Negroni.
Oh my god!
I had to get myself a little pink
Yep.
grapefruit spritz for my concert. It was
Yep.
yummy.
Okay,
And then they had all this super cool monsters almost art set up everywhere around, hanging from the ceiling. There was a bus that was all decked out with a DJ booth on the top. And I think they were doing like a performance art piece. But it was as I was heading into the forum, which is pretty much just a couple of...
around the corner basically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's really good. Yeah.
So that was super
I should
cool.
have
And it was
come with you
free.
to that. My goodness, I missed
It was
out.
free to get
Oh.
into the little outdoor bar setup.
Oh, wow.
Super cool.
And then the next day I said to her, you can kill some time and
Mm.
we'll meet you to see the church at the Palais.
Yeah.
And then you found something else to do.
So I had seen the posters up for a new exhibition at ACME, is it Australian Centre for the Moving Image, I think.
Yep. It's a great place to visit if you're in Melbourne.
It's super
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
The majority of it's for free, so you can just kind of roll in and check it out. It's a little museum dedicated to not just movies, but TV and video games, which I appreciate. I love me some video games. You know, a bit of an unrespected art form. We're currently doing an exhibition called Goddess, highlighting icons or women icons of cinema history, and particularly boundary pushing ones, all kinds of stuff. So you had, your classic screen goddesses, your dress Marilyn Monroe wore and Mae West, and you also had, some women that were the first to, say Anna May Wong, which was an early Asian actress in Hollywood, Dorothy Dandridge, some outfits from Josephine Baker's, like the original sketches for those, which was awesome to see.
Wow.
Because she's
Oh,
so
I
cool.
wish I had gone now. I could've met you there.
It's $25 for a full fare, so it's not, not
Yeah,
too
it's a
bad.
great
Come down and
day
check it out. And it wasn't just old Hollywood either. Walking through, they had some action movie costumes, and like the costumes from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, so from the Japanese movie Sakuran.
What about
And
the
original
yes.
costumes from Thelma and
That's
Louise.
it. Oh, when I saw them, I'm like, oh my goodness, that was great.
It was super cool.
Oh.
I highly recommend. It's a lot of fun. I wanted to get
Oh.
the little flip book, but the little program guide.
Yep.
But I had to be a bit careful with passing all my money.
Spending some money that night. Oh, look, that was fantastic. That got it. When's it got its exhibition on to?
I think it's on for quite a while. I
Okay.
don't know off the top of my head, and you'll probably have to put in a little annotation. But
Yep.
I think October.
Okay.
It's going to be on for a while, at least all winter, I'm pretty sure.
And there was something there that was coming the next day, one of your favourite movies.
Oh, they were doing a little special on Jane Campion. And what's actually cool is in ACME, just regular ACME, they have the actual piano from the piano. And I got to see it in person. And it turns out it's not actually the bottom of the sea.
That's one of Phoebe's favourite movies, the piano.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to see some awesome, female icons.
They do all kinds of stuff there. All kinds of director highlights. And
Oh, that's awesome.
highly recommend.
So the Goddess
Great time.
exhibition on at ACME in Melbourne. So definitely worth a visit. So, yeah, she had heaps to fill me in on before we
yeah.
went and saw some more awesome live music. So
Yeah, a fun
Yeah,
2 days.
great. Had a
I'm
good
so
time.
tired now.
so she's got her new jacket on. I've
do.
got my new sew on. I've got this brand new fabric in store. This is from the beautiful Poppy sweatshirting range, the brushed fleece that I just got in, and I whipped this up this morning in about an hour. It's the a Megan Nielsen Jarrah sweatshirt. I have well used my pattern. I've made all versions of this, but I used the A with the regular round neck and kind of cropped.
I think I did that one a little while ago in an orange.
You've made it as well.
But at the time, I was using the most busted sewing machine.
Exactly.
That,
not as fun.
yeah, you could not sew a knit on it because if you had any tension, there was no pressure in the foot. It would just pull it straight.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a shot at it again.
Well, this is a great one. And I've got to say, really simple, easy pattern.
The pattern was great.
These are in store if you're interested. Great. And I've made the tie front version before. They're all good versions to make them. I've just used a bit of binding that was in my stash. So this fabric, if you can pass over.
Which one do we want?
This is the one I've got on now. It's probably the one that's a bit hard to see. But the Poppy Europe sweatshirting is absolutely divine. It is cozy. It's not too heavy that it's like, because, you know, you get a bit warm now and again. Well, I do. But it breathes beautifully because that nice cotton.
It is so
high cotton
soft
content
on the
It's got
inside.
the spandex, so it's going to give you that nice stretch and recovery. Great stretch either way. And what I love is that nice brushed fleece underside.
Oh, it's so delicate feeling. It's lovely.
Isn't it? So that's the peach and grape floral. The other colour we've got in this
That's
one.
fruity.
So that's that one. It is beautiful. The other colourway is the kind of sage or army green
Oh,
kind
this
and
is-
peach as well.
This
That
is
is
lovely.
so nice. Imagine that with a nice, even the khaki binding. But yeah, as I say, I haven't got any bindings in yet. They will be coming eventually. And I know that my supplier where I get the Poppy fabrics from can do those beautiful little self-made cuffs that you just buy pre-done. So I really want to get those.
Oh, yeah.
in.
They've got
Really
cool
handy.
little metallic highlights.
Little stripes. and
Oh, yeah.
So that's a beautiful new sweatshirting. We've also got, do you want to pass over what one you've got your eye on there, Phoebe? These are really cute Poppy sweatshirtings as well. I'm going to list in the description box, I think they're 220 GSM, so a really nice weight, but they're all cotton spandex, so really lovely quality. But the Euro sweatshirtings are just amazing.
Oh,
so
it feels
I
beautiful.
just can imagine one of these in every colour. I love wearing sweatshirting with some nice joggers or even a pair of jeans. That is the beautiful aubergine or sort of grape colour. Really pretty as well.
We always love a purple, and
I
this
love
is
it.
just
Oh,
where that burgundy crosses
that really
into being a
suits you.
plum.
It's a gorgeous colour. But yeah, the Poppy range are just amazing. And then we've got some more. I'm going to get swamped by fabric here. Some more
yeah.
prints. These are like the petrol leopard.
Yeah, almost a
Just
tealy,
really pretty,
kind of
isn't it?
deep. Oh, it's really nice.
I love that leopardy print and really nice and fine. So a nice dainty kind of leopard print. So not too.
Yeah, it looks
show
almost
you up
like a
close.
floral.
It is. It's one of those kind of leopard prints that you could say would be either a floral.
Yeah.
You can disguise it as both. The other colourway in this one is a really lovely Bordeaux colour. So these would be even great with black ribbing. I mean, you can always use the fabric itself for the bindings because they've got enough stretch that you can do your cuffs and everything in them.
You could use black or white because both of them have the little.
Definitely. But these are just amazing. And I know a lot of my customers have been waiting for some sweatshirting fleece fabrics to come in because it's really cold. I think it's going to be 12 degrees all this week here in Melbourne, which is pretty chilly here for Australia.
Keep yourself toasty.
Yeah, you've got to be cozy and warm. And the last one I have of the sweatshirting
this one's
range
cool.
is a charcoal glitter. It's a charcoal background with a really pretty silver glitter effect.
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
not obnoxiously glittery. It's
No.
little hints. You don't even notice, and you're like, oh, it just hits the light in a certain way.
Do you want to
It's
show
really
the camera
lovely.
up close?
If you
It
move it
hits the
around
light, doesn't
and
it?
it hits the light, oh, it's really cool,
love
especially in person.
Yeah, we've got some new Lady McElroys. These are amazing. They're brand new from their range over in the UK. That one you've got is the Moonlight Sonata.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is so pretty.
Disco Shelley Lawn.
It's so delicate.
Look at that
it's
print.
lovely.
Love the print. And I thought you'd like this one. This is their new.
I do.
I think it's called Reflections, Cosmos Reflections. Have a look at that print. You can hold that up, Phoebes.
That's
I
so
have to
cool.
keep not knocking
'Cause
people's
I'm not,
heads off.
I'm not usually one for florals, but this is so groovy.
Look at that. Oh my
So
gosh, that's
cool.
amazing with the suns. Really retro looking, but
Yeah.
definitely a great, nice drapey fabric. Great for
I love
all
these
time
little
of year.
stars.
I love the face. Just show the camera up close. That the little sun face there.
Sun and moon.
Beautiful, sun and moon together. The next goodies we have in are from Cosette. The beautiful new Cosette, lovely. It's a viscose crepe, but it doesn't feel like a light crepe at all. It's got a gorgeous magenta with a little navy love
It
heart to
reminds me of a really pretty lipstick.
Oh,
That colour.
that colour is so gorgeous. And the other new Cosette one with a restock of the anthracite and aster print, that really pretty magenta. You can see the magenta is a real theme from them this year.
The magenta and that slightly rusty, almost
the
mustard.
mustardy
It just
colour,
brings it out.
yes.
So I've already seen this one starting to go on the shop.
Oh, yes, that's really,
So-
last time we sold out at
Oh, yeah, people get their hands on it straight
But
away.
You know what's exciting? The new range of Cosette patterns. We're just looking at what we have, the
Yeah.
packaging.
So, I mean, it's beautiful. It's like getting a little present. But the actual quality of the cardstock itself, it's printed on. It's got that slightly rubberized, velvety. If you've had any of the Maison Fauve patterns,
Yep.
that beautiful,
Similar to that.
luxurious feeling.
The French
Really
patterns are
nice.
always really popular.
Oh, they're beautiful. The Jeanette dress and shirt.
Oh, wow. That's there's two like patterns in one. So you can make like a safari style.
Yeah, it's got a little belt.
Oh, I'll put
Pretty
some pics up
cool.
so you can see it. And the dress as well is just gorgeous. So these have been really popular. I've had a lot of people on the wait list for these.
Yeah,
Cosette
and I know a
patterns.
lot of people love pockets.
Oh, yeah.
This one's got him a plenty.
That's lots of pockets on there. And the other one that's been very popular and we've sold out before is the Bridget. But that is a really lovely pattern on as well. Then we've got some blouse patterns from them. We've got the Bobinette and the Blondinette. So they are both beautiful blouses. And you can scan them as well to give you tutorials. And they are in English as well as French. So these ones. The other one from them is the lovely Abstract pattern, which is a coat pattern, which is great for this time of year for us who wanted some snuggly things.
Yay.
And another thing Phoebe's had her eye on here from Pattern
yes.
Trace.
The Maker's Workbook. I'm really keen to fill this one out. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
As soon
Well,
as
the
we got
Pattern
it
Trace
in.
stuff's been popular because of the Swedish paper has
that-
just flown out the door.
And also a lot of stuff's just fun.
Yeah.
I love doing, I mean, it's almost like a craft scrapbook essentially. But, so you've got your own little table of contents. So you can fill it out. It's
You've got
separated
your
into
own
little
already, haven't
tabs. Oh, yeah.
wow, design.
Your design plans. There's
Oh.
cool little quotes and
Oh, it's they're so cute.
all your project.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that, the quotes.
Yeah.
Only, what was that one? The only place where housework comes before needlework is in the dictionary. Definitely.
Amen to that
Oh, this is great.
Asking a seamstress to mend is like asking Michelangelo to paint your garage.
True.
And any of you that's been asked to do alterations, because you
Ooh,
so right.
I tell you what, the other night, Charlotte, one of my other daughters,
You think she should
wanted
know better.
She wanted a pair of cords that she'd bought hemmed, and I just winding down after dinner, I'm like, I haven't got time to do those now. Give me a bit more time. So she reminded me last night, so I actually finished them for her. But like,
Yeah.
don't you hate
People will
having
say,
pants?
my wedding's tomorrow. Like, I'm going to be a bridesmaid. Can you fix my straps?
Oh,
And
yes.
You're
We've
not
all been
even
there.
here.
No, we've all
I've got to
been there.
measure you.
No, I don't think people have much of an
So
idea.
what else is super cool with this is
Look at
there's
that.
body charts so you can sketch out
Oh.
your garment plans.
Oh, yeah, show the
Oh, I'm
camera.
so excited to
Think up
give this a
closer.
shot. Also, your reference stage where you can go through your stash. Especially if you're like me where you keep all your spare sewing fabrics under your bed and you can't see them at a glance.
Yes. Good
Because,
idea.
you know, you got to make what you can with the space you've got.
Mhm.
It's a good way to have a look at this. So I might fill this out and show it on camera in future.
That'd be great.
My project.
See how you work.
I
through
love
it,
keeping
yeah.
a physical journal.
Yes.
Also, projects
Yep.
you have in mind.
Oh, that's what I need because I forget what I wanted to plan to make.
Like
Yeah.
I just started. Well, I just started. It's been sitting around for a while. a saltwater slip dress, and I cut everyththing out, and I was like, oh, I don't have any of the strap hardware that I need.
because it needs hardware like the bra slip, the bra ring thing. Yeah.
And when you live where we do, a bit more country, it's not like you just pop down the road to Spotlight and grab a few bits and pieces. It's a whole process, and you're like,
you need to be organised.
oh, so
That's great to
now
know
you'll
that.
know. You'll have essentially a shopping list.
Yep.
Or
Keep
just
it in
what
your
you
little
need.
diary. So they're great. And the Maker's Workbooks, also there's the fabric swatch books, and the needle stores, the bobbin, and
There's
so
something else
paint
handy in the back here.
Great.
So if you are like me and have snapped a few needles in your time and just usually just shove whatever you've got sitting around in the sewing machine, don't.
No.
Because this has a guide to needles in it. The different gauges, different sizes, what they're good for.
Right.
What the numbers actually mean, because I was like, I don't know. I guess they mean how big it is.
You can see all the little sewing machine needle numbers and what they're for. I think that's fabulous to keep as a reference. So.
It's also got in here, continuing on the needles thing,
Yep.
a chart for telling you what they're good for. And you'll love this if you ever had to sew anything American, a little imperial metric conversion chart.
Yep.
What else is cool is on the back, a little ruler.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
How practical.
Wow,
And
they've
cool.
really thought of everything, Pat and
It's-
Trace. So, yeah.
Look, and you can even fill out how many volumes you've done.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like your own little saga.
I think you could definitely do one of those, Phoebe.
Oh, yeah.
These are beautiful Lady McElroy corduroys.
Ooh.
The colours,
Mm.
I could not resist this purple. They're an 8 whale corduroy. Now the where are we? 140 wide. They're 100% cotton. They're called a Halifax corduroy. So they're not a super, super wide whale, but they're not the fine whale either. And I think these would be amazing for jacket, coat making, pants making, skirt making, just taking making a shirt dress.
What's the word I'm
Colour's
looking
amazing
for?
that.
Like an apron dress.
Oh
or
yeah,
pinafore.
like a York pinafore from Helen's Closet. There's also a couple of good styler
Lovely.
penny patterns. That
Wine
colour's the
colour.
wine, really pretty. It's almost like a pinky reddy wine colour.
Oh, it's so pretty. And
Um,
that
but-
is the most vibrant, pretty purple.
Look at that purple. I just love it. It is amazing. I can't resist that colour. Even
Oh,
a
everyone
jacket
loves
would be so
purple.
nice for that.
Oh, yeah.
And the other colour we've got probably would be one of your favourites, Phoebe, the bottle green.
Green.
Nice deep green colour. But they are so practical to have for.
The very
just about
luxurious feeling.
They are.
And
And they're really
looking
nice as always.
beautiful
Lady
colour.
McElroy quality is awesome. Now these are awesome stretch denims from Lady McElroy again. And they are all, I think, 97% cotton, or 98% that one, and 2% spandex. So they're all at a nice bit of stretch. And I've had people waiting to get the stretch denim in here because a lot of people are making the lovely Mason Faux pillar jacket.
Oh, that one flies out the door.
We've got lots of those in stock because they've been so popular. But I'm imagining one of those would be really nice.
Oh, yeah.
But the colours we've got, so we've got the lovely, like a bottle
green again.
Do you want to hold that up? It's not a real dark green, but it's not.
But it's definitely...
It's got that nice
green.
male effect through it, hasn't
Oh,
it?
it's so pretty.
That washy effect.
Yeah.
I love this copper colour. I think this is amazing. I can see a jacket. As you can see, I'm really embracing the
Beautiful.
coppers.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got the olive green. And I'm going to show you guys the stretch value. If you can hold it up for
Yeah,
me.
it's like-
So you can see with that little bit of spandex, it gives it that little bit of stretch. Just enough so that it's comfortable because I don't like it.
I've never been much of a denim wearer because I
Oh,
usually find it
comfort.
pretty uncomfortable. But
A lot of
this
people
stuff
like
is
structured
so...
denim though, depending on what you want it for.
This stuff feels so
It
good.
would be great, and the quality is beautiful in it. And I think it's about an 8 ounce from memory. That is the regular indigo coloured denim.
classic denim.
Plastic. This one is a beautiful Bordeaux colour as well. I think that would be amazing in a denim jacket.
Lovely for winter.
Other coloured denims we have are a little bit different to those ones. These are more of a kind of a twill kind of denim. I
Yeah,
can
they're
still
more of like a
stretch.
solid colour too. They don't have that
Look at
kind
that
of
grape
gnarly
colour.
white.
That is amazing. Same kind of stretch. Actually, that one is 97% cotton through, so a little bit more stretch in these solid colour ones. And there's also a really pretty teal colour green. So I think I'll be getting more cotton twills and denims in bright bold colours.
Oh, you
because
can
a lot
make
of
such
been
nice
asking for it.
jackets out of these.
I can't wait to do some jacket making. Because of our popularity of our beautiful Australian boiled wool merino, we've decided to get some more colours in. We've got this beautiful birch, which is an awesome neutral colour.
Yeah, this was a recommendation from me actually, because I had a girl last year who was wearing a gorgeous trench coat in this colour.
Oh.
And obviously I'm not usually one for neutrals, but it was so pretty. It was so classy.
It goes with everything in the wardrobe, doesn't it? Yep, I love that colour. It's just, the birch is beautiful. A lot of people email me back to say just how gorgeous the boiled wool and the weight softness of it is amazing. And of course, these are dry clean only, so no washing the wool.
Don't chuck them through the wash.
You don't need to be honest. I've never washed any of my boiled wool jackets. I just
And we spill food on ourselves all the time. So if we can manage, you can.
You can always spot clean, but I always think just best to air things out. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a moss colour, so a really pretty olivey green. But they're a really, really lovely quality because you can see there's a tiny bit of stretch in them, but no need to line them either. So
yeah, look at those beautiful clean edges.
Oh, and just remember, you can do the clean edges. There's no need to do any overlocking or lining with these. So the Sewciety boiled wool patterns I have in stock, there is a huge range. And also the next thing I'm about to sew up is my Sewciety Torino vest in that rust. Yeah. So I need to get that one.
It's been a big one
as
lately.
well. It's a beautiful. Heaps of new fabric, lots of winter sewing here to do. Also, the boxes should be delivered very shortly. They're all on their way to you guys.
We'll be working very hard on them.
I hope you love what's inside them. We've got a new episode coming next week where I've got heaps of makes to show you that I haven't even taken you through yet, things that I made in May and June.
Oh, she's a busy lady.
I've been busy, and so has Mum. She's got a couple of new makes that she's made as well, so I need to get some pics of her because a lot of you have said, Dawn, give us a twirl. And
she's a bit shy.
pinning her down to get some pics is very hard, so we need to get her on the camera, show you what she's made. Don't forget all the fabrics that we've gone through here today are in the new arrivals, just arrived section on the website. I'm going to link the website in the description box for you guys to access easily. Yes. So see you all very shortly here at the Dahlia Sewciety. Take care, everyone, and happy sewing. Bye for now.
Bye.
Here at the Dahlia Sus.
Sus. Make a YouTube group.
We'll see you all.
Sorry.